I went on a bit of a mental health journey the other day. Yesterday, actually. I listened to a podcast and a quote that was used was, if you were to define happiness, or like if someone said, are you happy? The way in which to achieve that should be, if you think about a day that you've had in the recent or not so recent past, and where you've ended that day and been like, that was a good day. I enjoyed that day. How many days in a row can you get like that?
Okay.
And it should be a case of like, what are you doing to achieve a scenario in which you're getting loads of days in a row like that? And you shouldn't be bothered about what that day looks like to you versus what that day might look like for someone else. But you should just focus on imitating that feeling as often as possible. So for example, if we have days where, for example, we have days where sometimes we'll take a few days off, and I might not necessarily enjoy those days off, but coming back, the day that we come back, I enjoy a lot.
Springing your step.
Springing my step. Like today, we haven't recorded an episode in a little while, a Patreon episode especially, and I'm like, gang, I'm excited. And I know at the end of today, we've got this episode, we've got another episode, we've got a meeting, and then we're going to go to the gym. And I know at the end of today, I'm going to be like, today was a good day. And all I need to do is focus on what can I do to imitate that as many times in a row as possible. And I know what days I've had where, not good days, like last week, God forbid, where I know I can avoid doing that and not have so many bad days. Instead of just kind of waking up and letting the day take control of me and just being flung around by the fucking day and then being like, the amount of times I've gone home thinking, today's beat me. Today has really beat me. Pause. And I just want to be like, okay, cool. What do those days look like to me? And also like really try and be a little bit more selfish about what positive days look like to me. Like in terms of holidays, for example. I'm not a holiday person. I actually just don't like it. And I liked our holiday and all that kind of shit. And like there are holidays that I've liked, but I need a very specific holiday. And I want to be more like, because it comes across as quite taboo and kind of weird to be like, I don't like holidays that much, that you kind of just end up going along with it. And then like, I don't like it. It annoys me. And it annoys me. And then like, I know people get on our case and they're like, oh, you need to take a break. You're doing too much. You need to take a break. I don't think I like it. I like it a little bit now and again, but I don't like it. And like, I feel like I get shunned when I'm like, I don't like holidays. People are like, oh, you're so fucking boring, man.
It's just society. It's built around 9 to 5. That's why.
It's true.
It's like holidays are normal in 9 to 5, but if you actually love what you do, then you don't need a holiday.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it, man. And I have to like, I think I just need to be a little bit more selfish about curating days that make me happy. And there will be days where I think as well with our work and stuff, we get into days where it's like very agreeable. And we had a day on last week. Should have said no. Would have hurt some people's feelings if we said no. It didn't make me happy. It was a big old waste of a day. And it didn't make me happy. And I've just sacrificed a day.
Routine gone.
Routine was murked. We didn't get to go gym. I was sweating buckets all day. Didn't get to change or shower or anything. Like my whole day was ruined. It was in the fuck end of nowhere. And I was just like, damn. Damn, I've just given my whole day away to someone else. Just to be polite.
But it also gets like that sometimes because, for one, we can never predict as and when we are going to be having these days where we're giving up our energy and time to someone else. And we're very agreeable in a sense that something could come up in the books for a month's time and we'll say yes.
That's true.
And in a month's time, that week could be stacked. And But when we're looking at it today, it's not stacked.
It's empty.
At all. It's empty. So we're like, okay, cool. It's an easy day. Help you out, help me out type shit. And then before you know it, that week comes, Monday to Wednesday, we're here recording this, that, and the other. We're going to this venue, that venue, this venue. And then on a Friday, we've got someone else's shit. You're thinking, what kind of week is this, bro? Is this what working for myself looks like? You see what I'm saying? It gets like,
I hear it, man.
It gets like that, man.
I hear it. And then I finally go home and I'm like, well, now I need to stream for 40 hours because I've got nothing done. Bro, I want to scream.
Bro, it's long, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's long.
It is long, man, but fuck it.
Yeah, it gets like that.
Yeah, it does get like that. But yeah, I want to be a bit more selfish. And I want to be like, just for one, just enjoy the days. And for two, redefine what my definition of success looks like. That's another thing that's holding me back.
We're having this conversation, yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned it to you the other day. And like, for some reason, my definition of success is like more. So like if you have a month where you make a certain amount of money, if it's the most money you've made, that's success. If you make less money the next month, that's failure. That doesn't make sense. And then, but like, if you track it over a long period of time, if you look at where you're at when you started versus where you're at now, that's objective success.
Yeah.
But then I could have a day that does better than another day, or we could have an episode that performs better than another episode, and all of a sudden I'm like, that's success, and anything that's not that is failure.
Yeah.
That's impossible to keep up.
Yeah.
You can't keep that up.
You can't, but you are also your harshest critic.
I am.
And I feel like that's also hard to untrain.
True. Okay.
That's very hard to untrain because you've been that way. You're also, okay, if I'm trying to break this down, you're a very competitive person by nature. And I feel like that works in every facet of your life, whether that be a sporting competition, whether that be competition when it comes to our work, because you're looking at stats and thinking, okay, in my head, this day was really good, this day was average, but this day was terrible. So in your mind, this is a competition.
Yeah.
So the best day was the best day. Why are we continuously achieving the best day?
I get it.
And you always want to do more and more and better, which is not a bad thing. It's a great thing, but it's also sometimes it's not feasible and realistic.
Bro.
And it's hard to accept that.
It's not feasible and realistic.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another reason why this fucking competitive nature is not feasible or realistic, because I'm losing my mind on this snatch thing, bro.
Why would you?
I have to be the best at everything. I have to be the best at everything, bro. I have to be the best at everything. We do bouldering.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
I did so much better at that than I thought I was gonna do.
Yeah.
But Rem was better. You think we're not going back? You think Lucky's not here?
Yeah.
Because if he said one thing,
Yeah.
I said, pack your fucking bags, we're going there right now.
Let's book it.
Basketball. Ovi's a fucking professional basketball
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
I'm seeing the thing back and people like, that's Dread. I thought James could hoop, but he's getting fucked over.
Bro, I saw the comments
Yeah.
on my walk the other day. I was like, damn.
Yeah, he's getting fucked over. And I'm like, that guy's a professional. But in my mind, I'm like,
Yeah, fuck
you think
that.
I'm gonna train every day?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm a podcaster.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking YouTuber, dude. That guy's a professional.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
You love the competitive nature. And
I
like,
do, but
it's okay.
It's okay, but there's a limit.
There is a limit, but it's also like a driving force for you.
It
even,
is.
Even if you don't, I feel like even if you don't follow through on, for example, I want to boulder again because I want to beat Rem's target, or I want to train basketball because I want to beat Ovi in a one-on-one. Even if you don't reach these heights, I think having that mentality helps you in other aspects as well. Because you know you have the capability of, okay, if I see something getting me down, I'm going to use this as motivation to get me back up.
It's true,
You know?
but you know what I don't do? I do that, but I also don't enjoy the wins.
Afterwards or
So
during?
so if everyone's like, you're not that good at basketball, so I'm like, I'll train basketball every day until I'm good.
Okay.
Ren's better at bouldering. I'll train bouldering every day until I'm the best. At no point am I like, but I won the bench press. I just ignore it. I just ignore it.
So you ignore your victories because you're more focused on your failures.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
And yeah, it goes back to what we're saying about the episodes and stuff and the money and the image of success and blah, blah, blah. You ignore the shit that's been really good and you're focusing on the failures.
Yeah, bro, because I would just be like, that one, why is that one not doing the best? But they'll be like, but that one did the best. I don't ignore
care.
it. I don't care.
Yeah.
These ones, it's not healthy.
And we've had a lot more successes than failures.
Yeah,
You're
of
focusing
course.
on the wrong thing.
I couldn't name one. Couldn't name one. I name every failure off the top of my head. Couldn't name a single success. Bro.
Damn,
No, bro.
It's a healthy realization. And I feel like because I think it's one of those ones, once you start saying it to yourself and saying it out loud, you've actually taken the first step.
I hear it.
And then once you keep reminding yourself, let me not focus on this, but instead let me focus on that. I think that's the only way you can start training your brain to just think in a different way. And yeah, that's it. It's a learning curve.
It is a
huge
learning curve
because you've been the way you are for 34 years. It's hard to be something different.
It's true.
And think a different way. So
fair enough.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy being competitive.
There you go. Exactly.
I enjoy it.
Exactly.
Like, it does drive me.
Exactly. So it's not a negative thing.
It's not a negative, but I also
but
need
there are
to...
negative traits of this positive thing that you like.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And it's also like I do need to... Yeah, I need to enjoy the victories as well.
There we go.
Because I just keep focused on the negatives all the time.
It's hard. I've said this on stream yesterday. Like, we've said this many a times. It's hard to be present in the moment. Like, when we're enjoying something, when something's going very well. We said this on the show last week about the O2 not actually being present until probably like the week after, actually deep in what we did. So there are certain things where we are just not present in enjoying the moment, enjoying the success, or enjoying like where we are. And it's only after the fact we're like, that was actually a very good day the other day. Congratulations, or gratitude, or this and that. But we're always trying to think of when we're going to sort this out, when we're going to sort that out, how we're going to do this, and how we're going to do that, and how we're going to do that. But the people that are watching us, the people that see us on a day-to-day are thinking, damn, these niggas are doing very well. But we don't see that because we're in it. We never see it.
Yeah, it's true.
We're just here.
It's true.
But yeah, man.
I think it's natural though. I think it's the way the human brain is. I think we focus on. I think it's like survival.
It is survival.
Like, I think you focus on. I don't think we're supposed to be like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to be like that.
Because good is supposed to be the standard.
Yeah.
So like your brain is only supposed to pick up on shit that is like a risk to you.
Yeah.
And like could threaten your life.
Okay.
And it's like negative things and all that kind of stuff. You assume the worst, and you're like, that's what you focus on because like it doesn't serve you focusing on I'm good. In terms of like a DNA survival instinct type thing, it makes sense for your brain to be wired on that's bad. Like, I need to see this, I need to see that. Like, I need to see the predator in the grass. But like, your brain is not trained to see the butterflies, bro. The fuck is that going to do for you?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Very true.
Yeah, it's just part of life. You just see it and you move on. You don't really see it, but you know it's there.
Yeah. Your brain is not trained to be like, wow, this is amazing. Your brain's trained to be like, bro, is that lion? Nah, it's cool.
100%.
Yeah, it's tough, bro. Fuck yeah, now.
Interesting.
Anyway.